Heyo, this is Gabriel here, coming at you with another video. Today I want to talk about how to lose a client in 14 days or less, okay? I like to celebrate the successes and also celebrate the failures. Entrepreneurship is a very difficult job and you gotta ride the waves, you gotta love the hustle. But here it goes. The board game client that I was super excited about last week did not hire me for marketing full-time, regular time. All they did was 2 weeks of like a paid trial. And I learned a lot from working with these guys. Because to me, it's crazy that they did not see the value in what I was doing for them. I was 100% that they were gonna hire me because I had set up an event for them, a board game night, with a big company in Tel Aviv, and all they had to do was say the okay, pay the money, to me that is, and I would have set it up, and that was already a done deal. Forget all the other stuff I would have done during the rest of the month. That was already sealed and in the bag. And to me, it's crazy that some business owners, they don't see that value. I think there was an issue with the partners there, that they had some sort of disagreement, but I'm not really sure what happened. But as a business owner, I know that if I saw someone that was hustling for me like I was for them, I would never let them go, because hustle is something that you cannot begin to quantify. I mean, you can, but it's a trait that not everyone has, and you got to be able to move very fast, and not many people are motivated enough to do it, but not everyone sees that value. So it's very interesting, and it's very interesting to just see that somehow some business owners, they just don't get it. They're not switched on, they don't get it. And to me, I'm happy that it didn't work out, because at the end of the day, if they don't see that value, if they don't see how much I was bringing to the table, then I'm never going to be able to prove to them that I'm worth it or whatever. Because again, I already set up the event, it was already in the bag, and that was even before they paid me the money, before I even did anything else. Not only that, I mean, I built them a whole content strategy, an amazing content strategy that was working fantastically, and they know they need content and they know they need better marketing, and yet they opted not to do it, not to pay me the money. And I wasn't asking for a lot. I was asking for a few $1,000s, not like not some crazy sum that they couldn't afford. But some people just don't get it. And I learned that I have to work with people that get it, because I only will work with people who are in it for the long game. Content is a long-term strategy. It's not from today to tomorrow. It's from today to next year, to 2 years, to 5 years. Because I really believe that these guys, as the board game store, they had the opportunity to be #1 in content in board games in this country. But they didn't take the opportunity, and maybe they will take the opportunity. Maybe they'll take the ideas and they'll do it all themselves. It's possible, but ideas are cheap. Execution is what matters. I say it all the time. And I was on their social media, and I did see they started posting content. They started, even after they decided not to hire me, they started posting content. And honestly, their content was not even comparable to the stuff I was doing, but as long they see the value, they understand it, but yet they were not able to just pull the trigger and buy the thing. But it's all good, because I'm taking this opportunity to grow my own business. What do I mean? So when I went to this company to arrange the board game night, I don't let that opportunity go to waste. You have to bring out the positives in every situation. And that's what I love about entrepreneurship, because there's always an opportunity. When one door closes, another one opens. So this big company wants to do a board game night, right? But this board game store is out. They don't want to do it. So what do? I step in. I said, listen, I'll sponsor the board game night event because I have an idea. And the idea is to get corporate board game nights, to get clients for corporate board game nights. It's a huge opportunity. People need it. People don't know about board games. People are afraid of board games. And I think it's a great way to get people interested by hosting this free event, taking some photos, getting some leads, and see how it goes from there. I don't know if it'll go anywhere. It may not, or it may not, but there's no reason to miss an opportunity like that because some other person was not interested in jumping on it. So in order to lose a client in 14 days, all you gotta do, you gotta hustle hard. You gotta make them good content. You gotta give them good ideas. That's how you lose a client. It's very, very easy. And it's weird, it's sad, it's disappointing, it's confusing because I really like these guys. I really liked what they were doing. I really liked what they're all about. I love board games, and not many people are in that space. And I was willing to put in my max effort to get the job done, and I did put in my max effort. So I leave that job, that short stint, feeling good about myself. I feel good because I know that I can execute. I know that I can continue to execute on a very high level. And if people don't appreciate it, then it doesn't really matter anyway. But I have a tremendous feeling in my own accomplishment because I know that I did a good job no matter what they say. I'm looking at it just from the social engagement, just from the reaction that I got from the people in the store. People liked it, people enjoyed it. And if the owners don't like it, tough. But from here, we're going on to the next opportunity, the next, and it's all about finding the people that are willing to work with you, that have the same vision as you do, as I do. And those people are few and far between. There's not a lot of people that are willing to play these long games with you. Really, there's not. And I'm willing to work with less people that understand that than more people who don't get it. Because I don't want to change myself. I don't want to make something that I don't fully believe in. I fully believe in making, videos, podcasts, photos, articles, whatever, about whatever it is you do. And I just heard a story, a friend of mine, he put out one video, the first video he ever made, that first piece of content that he ever made for his company. Already he got a meeting about it. And that's amazing. And it's not about selling yourself. It's not about selling your services. It's just putting yourself out there, talking about the subject that you like to talk about, just like in videos like this. So that's it. You gotta share, and I really believe, again, I want to share all my successes and all the quote-unquote failures. But I don't really view this as a failure. It's a failure for them, but for me, it's definitely a success because there's more opportunity to come from this. And again, I learned a lot about the board game industry. I saw that there is a huge opportunity in that market because nobody is making good content. Nobody has a good website. Nobody is selling board games online at this very moment in this country. In the United States, yes, but here, not so much. And I see that as an opportunity to jump in. So I called up the competitors and I said, listen, how much would it cost to host a board game night in a company? And they said 800 shekels. It's about $250 or something. And for me, $250, that's nothing. That's a very, very small investment in order to get a huge payoff. Because if I get one person who's interested in having a board game night at their company, that 800 shekel will pay off immediately, just like that. And I believe that working with companies, big companies, for free gives tons of credibility. If I said I did an event at X company, then I can go to the next company and say, like, look, this is what I did, this is what was amazing, this is etc, etc, etc. But those guys at the board game stores, they just don't understand marketing at all. They don't get it. And I can't convince someone who doesn't get it because they themselves, they said, oh yeah, we did events at this company and that company, and I asked them for some photos. I said, hey, that's amazing, I want to put some photos, make some content. And they said, okay, we'll get it to you. But then at the end of the day, they don't have any. They didn't have any photos of a big event that they did at a huge tech company in Tel Aviv. A huge tech company. I don't want to say names here, but just like a big, huge company. They did not take a single photo. Why? Because they were working at the event. I'm like, this stuff is ABCs here. ABCs. I am in this marketing game, this content creation game, because I think that most people are they're just not doing it. And it's not like rocket science here. It's just fundamentals. Fundamentals. If you do the fundamentals, then you'll have success. But it's not like you're gonna be ripped. You're not gonna be jacked, right, after doing 10 push-ups. If you do 10 push-ups every day for a month, then you're gonna feel a lot stronger, right? Instead of doing 100 push-ups in one day, right? It's all about the process. It's all about the consistency. But not everyone has that vision. Not everyone has the goal. See what I'm saying? So, I'm very excited. I'm very excited for what these new opportunities will come, what new things will come. And I came up with a great idea for a new content, for a new content strategy for any business owner, and I'm going to give it out here for free. You can have it, you can do it right here, right now. Every business is about the people, and most business owners are struggling to produce content because it's very scary. They're like, what am I gonna talk about for 20 minutes? What am I gonna say? What am I gonna do? No, help me, right? Don't worry about it. It's very, very simple. Just tell your story as a founder. Tell your story. That's how you can start. It's a very, very simple way to start. If you're a business owner, just start putting out videos or podcasts or any audio, any short clips. Just talk about how you started the company, why you're in that company, why you're in that space, how you got to it. This is the stuff that people want to know. This is amazing content because it's 100% authentic. It's not made up, it's not bullshit. It's you. And that's what content is all about. It's about you or me as a business owner. It's just you talking into the camera. That's it. You don't have to write a crazy script with Scorsese directing to make a good piece of content. No. All you gotta do is tell a good story. Just tell a good story. Just say, this is what happened. This is why I'm in this business. This is why I love this business. And if you can't do that stuff, then get into a different business, right? Because most of the time, if you're in a business, you love it, or you should. And that's really what it's about. So take the successes with the failures. Don't be afraid. Don't let small-minded people get in the way of your success. Don't do it. Just keep on hustling, keep on grinding. You'll make it eventually. And if you like this video, subscribe, comment, like, do whatever. If you have any questions, please send me a message. You have the comment section below, you have a DM me, whatever. I'm happy to answer any questions you have about marketing, about business, about life, about Magic the Gathering, doesn't matter, okay? Send me a message, we'll be in touch. See ya!